Now we're live. What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? It is your boy F Dub in the building. Man, I got some funky ass music dropping on a Monday night. Let me turn that down real quick. Man, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good morning. Good evening. It is 9 p.m. Eastern time. And as promised, man, earlier this afternoon, I made some phone calls and we wanted to start to bring some of these special situations that's coming August 3rd to the Midwest Bully Bash going down. No Regrets and Anthony Gray, Major Line. These guys are putting something together special, and the support that's been showing up for these guys, I gotta commend you, man. So tonight we're gonna have our special guest on, man, David Robertson Jr. I'm gonna add him right now, and there he goes right there. What's up, dog?
Going on?
Oh my gosh, man. I'm chilling. Let me see if I can get a better view of you, because I've got me looking like there. Oh, okay, there we go. I guess that's a little better. That's a little better. But anyway, yeah, so doing the backyard boogie?
Yeah, just out here relaxing, enjoying the nice weather. It's cool up here tonight, so
yeah. What's the weather like up there?
It's about 68 right now.
Beautiful weather, man.
Beautiful weather the past 2 days. Other than that, it's been extremely, utterly hot and basically unbearable.
My
3 or 4 hours, about 10 minutes max.
My weather down here is reversed that. It's like 86 right now, probably down here. Florida. Beautiful Florida weather. Beautiful Florida weather, man.
Florida weather.
So let me, before we even get into the August 3rd show, you just had a show, Midwest Bully 500.
Yes, sir.
Which was themed after the Indianapolis 500, right? Or Daytona 500? Which one?
Yeah.
Both of them?
The Indianapolis 500. It was on the same weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So I thought it would be pretty cool to do. The trophies turned out awesome. The theme was awesome with the ribbons, with the red, white, and the blue for Memorial Day. It all kind of flowed, and we had a pretty good turnout. I was impressed with the crowd and the way it all went, and was very honored to host my first ABKC event, and really looking forward to the next one to build off of the first one and just keep going from there. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with it. It's just been truly a blessing and an honor, to be a part of hosting shows back here in the Midwest and, just shedding light on the breed in a positive way and, doing everything that I can do.
That's what I wanted to ask you too. So this is your first time throwing a show, but you've been breeding dogs for some time.
Yeah. So started late 2001, early 2002.
Yeah.
I bought a Gino daughter at the time. Gino Vegas was huge. Short shot. That style of dog, Nemesis. Ended up meeting up with Dayton Bodine and buying the Nemesis son from him, and went up to Paul and Cindy's yard at Master P Kennels and talked to them and Stevie Pure Blue Pits. Went all their yards and just built from there. Really liked what Kev at the Lounge was doing at the time with the Corrupt blood and Nemesis blood, and kind of did a little bit of that, and it worked for me, and that's how I built my program. Ended up running around for a long time, running up and down the show circuit for anywhere from Texas to California. I mean, you name it, to New York, pretty much all over, running around on the show circuit, and did really well. Had produced some grands, produced numerous champions, and, was able to meet a lot of people and really start to network. And when I did, it just became more and more in depth, and the more I went and visited people and built relationships, the further that I got into the breed. So here I am 20 some years later, 22, 23 years later, and here we are.
Have you always been breeding? Did you take a break or?
Nope. So I actually took a break. I met my wife at the time, obviously, um, and became a dad instantly. She had three
Mm,
children, and I had to get my stuff in line. And to be able to do that and take care of that and to do it the way that I wanted to do it, which is the only way I saw right to do it, was to step away for a while. And
right.
when I did, my kids got a little older, and we ended up having two children of our own. And once my kids were able to grow up a little bit, and I could get back to it, I hopped right back in, and that was about 7 years ago.
7 years ago, got back in, so I took a little break, got the family together, came back. So, did you do a lot? Did you go to a lot of shows, or you just was breeding a lot? I mean, well, you said you was champing out
So
dogs and stuff, right?
honestly, I did a couple breedings, and then we traveled. We went to nationals in Chicago. We hit some ABKC shows after nationals was in Chicago in 17, and then I really honestly kind of from the show circuit and really wanted to work on my breeding program.
Uh,
And when I did that, I put my focus back into my own program and start building where I had left off. And when I did that, this thing just erupted for me. Um, I've had a great time doing it. I thoroughly enjoy it day in and day out. Um, and my kids are doing that. Another big part. For me, as a father, I just want to be able to always include my kids in whatever that I decide to do. And the dogs seem happy to do that.
you're breaking up just a little bit.
You got me?
There
Sorry.
you go. There you go. Yeah. So you took a little break, got the kids, started the family, came back, and was doing the shows and stuff. What made you in 2024 say, listen, ABKC needs to be close to home for you?
So I went to a couple shows, other registries, and kind of just saw some people that that I had previous relationships with, and it was good to see them.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're all doing well. But for me, the ABKC has always been home. Always, I was around before the ABKC started. That's where my loyalties lie, and that is where I always call home.
Yeah.
And that for me, when I saw what I had saw at these shows, and I wanted it to bring back, I guess you'd say, the original. I'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm at. And I got home in, I don't know, February, March, whenever that last show I went to was. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to put one on. And I called a couple venues and started announcing it. And honestly, when I announced it, the instant, I don't know, support was just overwhelming, because there's been so long since the ABKC had been in the Midwest.
Right.
That everybody was
All
hopping
right,
on.
what's
"Hey,
next
I'm
to the
gonna help."
spider?
What the heck was that?
I got a rose and some smoke.
Bro got like bop tattoos.
Do you
And I
hear
got
that?
this one right here.
I do hear that. What do you got going on?
I don't know. Bro, I'm over here playing music. And,
Bluetooth disconnected.
it was something that came in there. I don't know. We definitely jumped on something. But yeah. So the bringing the ABKC back. Last time I was out there, the Miss Cook and her partner put an ABKC show together. I think it was in Ohio. That was like the last time.
Yep, I think that was honestly the last one. So,
Yeah.
like I said, for me, it was all about bringing it back, and if everybody had been asking, and you know what, I just said, hey, I'll just, grab the bull by the horn, so to speak, and I'll put it together. And I called Anthony, and I said, hey, this is kind of what I'm thinking.
Now hold on. So you called Anthony Gray. Why'd you call Anthony Gray? Is it because you had a
called
relationship
Anthony-
with him, or?
Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know, Anthony and I have been friends. We were in Black Label together. And Anthony taught me a lot about handling dogs. A lot about handling dogs,
Right.
Those relationships, they last. You know what I mean? When you meet real people and, you value those relationships, because there's a lot of people doing it. There's a lot of people that, that do it the right way. There's a lot of people that do it the wrong way. So when you find the right ones, and you feel comfortable, you surround yourself with those people,
right,
and value their friendships. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
I called Anthony and I said, hey, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I know that you've hosted. Can you give me some advice? We got to talking. One thing led to another. We put on a show. It was supposed to be July 13th. I wanted to speed up the process, so I booked one in Indianapolis, and I started promoting it. There was a discrepancy. We ended up moving it, and that was the Midwest Bully 500. It moved from Indianapolis to Danville. Yeah. So had that show, sold it out. Ended up, there was a fun show, and I actually called the gentleman and said, hey, I hate to do this, but I have to move my show. Double booked, and that's okay. I'm glad that he had a great turnout. I had a good turnout, and for my first show, everything went great. I'm very thankful for everybody who was a part of that show, from Regina, Cindy, Lou, Ashton. I couldn't ask for a better crew to work with. I'm very thankful for that, and it all went really smooth. Brad Williams and Kareen Dunn, my fun show judges. Sam come out and gave away best Grim Blood. It was just it wasn't the biggest turnout. Wasn't the smallest turnout I've seen. And honestly, it was a real clean, professional style show, and that's what I wanted. And we had that, and now I'm looking to build off of that after I gained some knowledge and got my feet wet as a show host.
That's what's important. I think probably the most important thing is to have a smooth running show, and the attendance part. It is what it is. Especially it's different now. 2024 is way different than 20 plus years ago when we were throwing shows. There's a lot of shows. There's all type of registries. There's all type of fun shows. So there's a lot of different things that that play a factor now. And I think that just having a smooth ran show with a great attendance, is a great start. I think that's because I know a lot of people that did first time shows got their ass handed to them. It wasn't as successful as they anticipated, put it like that. And when it's all said and done, you just want, because you're working with the ABKC, so that's a fine oiled machine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that, I'm not saying anything negative, but you kind of cheated with that. Them guys had plenty of time to get this shit together. All you had to do is put it together. But I think that was a good union, though, because I've done ABKC shows, and I've had nothing but success with those shows. And I think that we put on great shows to where the community really enjoyed it, and we upheld the reputation of the ABKC and the expectation of the people. And that's where you want to start, because, first of all, us introducing yourself on the platform, I wish we would have, promoted this a little bit more, only because we're on here getting ready to talk about some of the special things that's going to the show. But I'm happy to actually, reintroduce you to the community from breeder to show host now, and who is, David Robertson Jr. and No Regrets Bullies. Why you're doing it, because there's a lot of questions in the air. There's a lot of things, and then normally what happens in our community is people have reactions or they do actions for certain reasons. And I know a lot of people that went off and, started registries and stuff, and, wrong reasons. They wasn't doing it for the right reasons. They was doing it for personal shit. This personally for you was like, I just want to feel what I used to feel and bring it back, and something that, fill a void. And so congratulations to you and Anthony on the first one and this next one coming up. So let's fast forward to now, current date, August 3rd. What is it? Bloomsville? No.
August 3rd, Bloomington, Illinois.
Bloomington, Illinois. The Midwest Bully Bash. So, you've got some judges. Are there any judges returning from the 500 coming back?
Lou is returning. I wanted to give the people a chance that are gonna, obviously there's people campaigning dogs and people that are chasing titles. You can't do that if you continuously bring in the same people, because your major's got to be under different judges.
Right.
So we had 3 shows at the first show. This one's 4. I brought back Lou. Known Lou forever. Very thankful and grateful for the relationship that I have with Lou. Rolando I've known forever, so I brought Rolando in from Georgia.
Yep.
And then I called John Ronacher and brought him in to the Midwest. He's coming from New York, and then I was able to actually talk to Jonathan Lugo from Columbia, and we're going to bring him up from Columbia.
Nice.
And he'll be a judge for us. And, you know, I'm really excited about it. My reps, Callie Abrams and Ryan McDermott for this show, just to get myself to where I've worked with numerous people.
Yeah.
And, you know, can further build my brand as a host.
Yeah, and you also want to bring variety, and what works for you is what works for you. And as a host, chemistry, new faces and new places. I mean, I worked with everybody except for the gentleman from Columbia. You've got a really good staff coming in and putting this show together. The Midwest Bully Bash is going to be another fantastic event. August 3rd, there's quite a few. Well, actually, I'm at a show in WBR in California. There's nothing really going on in that region, right? August 3rd. So
it'll be the only ABKC show as of right now that's in the USA.
Nice.
Country. And then I think the BRC is in the South that weekend, so it's the only show in the Midwest. And it's the only ABKC show in the United States that weekend, which is the most important thing to me. So we're going to have the 4 ABKC judges, and then I was able to actually bring together a really unique you see a lot of these fun shows, and a lot of the stuff that's going on with those shows. So I was looking to kind of implement a few of those things into my show. So very fortunate to get the building that I have. I have plenty of space, AC throughout, Wi-Fi throughout. What we're going to do is we're going to put a stack stage that's not on that anything that I've brought out yet. There will be a stack stage. So where on the far north side of the building, we'll be able to do all of our fun stuff over, and not interrupt the flow of our ABKC rings and our shows and things like that. So
don't make the stack stage too high. Don't make it too high.
Never. So
I went to a show one time. I went to a show. I did a couple of shows. Did nationals a few times. We had high stages, but it was really, really big. I did a show one time, and the stage was high, but it wasn't really big. The dogs was up there panicking. They was freaking out. It was not a stack off. It was scared to death off. It was like these dogs were standing up there like, man, I ain't never been up this high, and I ain't standing still. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. So make sure you get a nice low stack stage. Now, you got 3 great judges, and big shout out to Ashton Edwards. You got LaShonda.
Yep, LaShawn Baronis, Ashton Edwards, and Ash Horacio. So,
and who?
Ash Horacio, Ashley from Heatwave.
Yep.
So, big time fun show judges, very unique set of people. All of them a little different than the other, but they all produce extreme dogs. So that's for me. That's the one thing I've always noticed with a dog. You're going to have pockets, you're going to have standards, you're going to have classics that come and go, right? But the one thing that's always held true with the American Bully is extreme dogs.
Right.
Everybody said, everybody from the jump, even, back when it started, was chasing extreme dogs like Corrupt and like Thing and dogs like that, when those dogs come out. So that's just to name a couple, but there were more. So that's one thing over the longevity of the breed. We're still really, really young into this breed. The thing that's always stood out are extreme dogs. So those are 3 people that I know that I've worked with over my years that I've watched and I respect, what they do. And I was thankful for those relationships that I built, and I was able to, have conversations with them and actually bring them on board to judge the fun show.
No, I saw the lineup, and that's going to be. So you got the stack. So wait a minute, you got the fun show. You got stack offs like you had last time, or what? What are we doing?
Yep. We'll have a male and a female stack off like we had last time.
Right.
There's 20 class shows. There's also best brim, best R2 G2 blood, best block line that Junior Van Campen and Bridget DeVille from Blockline.
Right.
Junior's going to give away that best block line. He will be there with Little 3, and they sponsored all my Fun Show trophies. So huge shout out to those guys. Very thankful and for what they've done to help further bring the ABKC back to the Midwest.
Well, and also bring back the fun to the Midwest too, the fun shows and the stack-offs, man. I think that that's good, man. I'll be honest with you. The ABKC was probably it was the funnest, times when they had Allentown, incredible. Coming down south here, Florida. I traveled with those guys and helped with James Cooper's fun shows and activities. Shout out to Draco and all of these guys that they, partnered up with to have, the folks that wasn't in the confirmation ring coming and hanging out. And I think that that's what the unified front needs to still be. Okay, they're not dogs that now these are only ABKC registered dogs that's allowed to be participating in it. So I do understand that they're trying to keep, the dogs that they're supporting together, but we still need to have fun because right now, even though they're not accepting micros, even though they're not accepting Merles in the sanction ring, those two style of dogs and the extreme class, I think those are three different, major reasons why we still need to have stack-offs and fun shows. There's a lot of people still out here, doing a hell of a job of making sure bloodlines, just like Blockline, a lot of different lines, Rocco. So there's a lot of different reasons why we should still continue to have these type of, alternatives for people when they come out. The sanction shows is great, awesome. We still want everybody to, breed to the standard and stuff like that. But you got visionary breeders out there that are doing things that's, honestly and truly just not there yet with them. But I think that the more that we keep on, bringing it to the front, forefront and enjoying and learning and admiring and see the progression of these classes that, in the future, hopefully will be, home to the ABKC as well. It's just what's needed too, man. Because in the beginning, ABKC gave us a home, for breeds. Then they continue to add more breeds, like for instance the Shorty Bull. You know what I'm saying? They added the Shorty Bull. So there is hope that some of these things will change soon in the future. And if we show that there's a good reason for them to come on in, maybe they'll be on the other side of the ring too. But right now, let's do the stack-offs and fun shows and bring them out, bring everybody together, and show that unified front supporting the American bullies.
Talking about Merles. I hear a lot of talk about Merles. Merles. All right, I'm gonna make it. Guy who signs our paperwork is gonna be there August the 3rd. If you have a Merle dog and you want it seen, and you are pushing to get them into the show rings, bring the dogs so they can see them.
Right.
Bring the to the show so they can see them. There's a Merle class in my fun show.
Right.
Bring the dogs out so the man can see them. The more he sees, you know what I mean, the better off your chances of getting them into the ABKC show ring probably are.
Right.
And you got to put hands on these dogs.
Right. And I learned a lot, working with Dave. Dave has a front line of, board members that helps make decisions that he works with. You know what I'm saying? And things come up every single year, I'm pretty sure. They come up every single year. So he'll be in the building that day, August 3rd. So just to let everybody know that doesn't know, if you are trying to advocate for certain things that you want to see happening in the ABKC, this is a great show to load up and to bring, your passion or whatever it is to the forefront. Have that conversation, shake hands. And you can just say, hey, man, I'm a supporter of these breeds as well. And hopefully we'll be able to move forward, one day with this breed and have it accepted in the ring or whatever we're trying to do. But at the end of the day, he's coming out to support. And so that's big, number one. Dave doesn't go to a lot of shows in the U.S. I know he does a lot of international shows and, of course, nationals and stuff like that. But not to say he doesn't, care or nothing like that. He's just a busy guy. He's got, kids in college and traveling and stuff like that. And he's newly retired, trying to make his way back into the Razor Red breeding whelping box. Beautiful facility he just built. But more importantly, he's going to be in the building and stuff for this show. And to have him back in the Midwest, man, I think everybody needs to definitely, suit up and boot up, man, and come on out and have conversations and show, like, this is what we got, man. So we got these great people coming out. We got great judges. We got the ABKC president coming. We've got some awesome fun show judges. And now, just to let everybody know, I want to make some quick announcements real quick, man. In VIP number 5, J.R. Van Campen. VIP number 1, LaShawn. VIP 6, Paulina Gamez. VIP 7, Kendall Deshaun Bush. Ringside 1, New South Kennels 7. Graham Franklin, ringside 10. Emily Brown and Hannah Abba, ringside 11. Hans Burnquist going to be in the building. Ringside, regular booth 1. Anthony Aravalo, regular booth 15. Melanie and Gerald Williams going to be in the building. Ringside number 12 is gone. Brad the Beard Williams going to be in the building. Ringside 13, Quincy Hendricks, who's also dope with the camera. He'll be in the building. We've got 12, regular booth 12, Ted Krog. He's going to be in the building. Ringside 14, Jonathan Rivera. Ringside 8, Bridget DeVille and Montrell Emery. They're going to be in the building. Regular booth 16, Daniel Bender is going to be in the building. We've got 14 on the regular side. Doug Charles is going to be in the building. Ringside 18, David and Alicia Jackson will be in the building. Ringside 15, James Lewis. Woo! James Lewis. Ringo is going to be in the building. VIP number 9, Jennifer C.D.B. Pierman. Ringside 17, Christina Beatrice Villagra Mato. She'll be in the building coming all the way from Florida. She's got one of the top 3 dogs coming out. 16, regular booth 16, Straight Drop Bully's going to be in the building. Crown Diverse Bullies. So ringside 5 is gone to Jordan Stevens. The reason why I'm telling everybody who's coming, number 1, you guys got to understand folks are coming. They locked in these booths, but these guys are eligible, and the next couple of folks is going to be finishing out, locking in their booths, are going to be eligible to possibly win a free stud credit. Tonight, we're going to talk about Lil 3. We have 3 others, which we'll be announcing via post, probably do some lives too during the week coming up. But guys, this is what's happening. The support is that real. J.R. Van Campen Blockline said they want to put Lil Mo 3 in. So we're going to do a booth holders only raffle that's going to be going down. God damn. Congratulations to everybody, because if you buy a booth, you're going to be entering in the raffle, and it's going to be pulled at the end of the show. It's going to be 4 raffle winners, and they're going to win an option to get a free stud credit. First announced, Lil 3. J.R. Van Campen, Blockline JR, doing the damn thing. And so big shout out to him. And if you guys don't know who Lil 3 is, let me show you exactly who this guy is. I'm promoting him heavy. And he's starting up a lot of talk. There's definitely a lot of people that seen this dog. He's got a lot of litters on the ground. And honestly and truly, there's a lot of bulls in the game, but I tell you, there's not a lot of bulls that is possessing, features like what we have coming up in a second. I'm getting ready to set this up. God, dog it. I thought that I was straight, but I'm not. I got so much going on over here, but I got some dogs that I want to show you. But the other 3 people, man, I don't think you want to tell everybody just yet.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but we've got some very well-known, respected breeders with dogs that people love.
Great relationships, like I said, that I've built. Very thankful for the people that did what they did, because they didn't have to. They called me and were like, "Hey, how do we help? What can I do?"
Right.
Like, a whole lot. They're like, "How do we promo?" Well, that's how we promo. This is what I was thinking. And we went and was able to work out the details. And like I said, just very thankful for the relationships that I have. So how it's going to work is anybody who buys a booth, you're going to get a ticket at your booth, and I'll have it in a bag. And after show one, we're gonna pull a ticket. Somebody's gonna win a stud credit. There's gonna be 4 stud credits, paid in full. All you gotta do is pay for the collection and the shipping, and the stud credit's yours.
There you go. There you go right there. Lil 3 right there. I just put him up. Bully neck, bully body, bully everything, man. Dropping bombs in the whelping box right now too, man. So big shout out to JR Van Campen. That's that dog right there. So what's going to happen? So let me ask you this, because I was thinking about this. Once your booth is picked, are you out of it, or can you be picked again? I can tell you didn't know that question was coming. Because I'm wondering. Hey, listen, these raffles, you gotta get these waffles, whatever they call them nowadays. Let's get it down. Let's get down and dirty with this. Can somebody win 4, or is it one and done?
You know what? I'm just gonna make it. We're gonna pull the number out of the bag,
and that's it.
That's it. You win.
You won. You're a winner. So don't be greedy. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that.
Oh, that is what it is. We're just so at the end of show one, we'll pull the first one, and they'll get their choice of the 4 boys that are up, and we'll move on from there. Show 2 ends, we'll pull another one. They'll get
nice
second pick, so on and so on. So everybody, if you have a booth, you've paid to buy a booth. Excuse me. You're going to get a chance to win one of these 4 boys. There are 4 of them, and they're all very, very nice males. I tried to make it to where there was something for everybody, and try, on the other side of it, you see a lot of people giving away cash, a lot of people doing this, a lot of people doing that. I didn't know that this had or hadn't been done yet. And I didn't just for the winners of the show, so I made it open to everybody. You buy it, you are going to be in the drawing.
Right.
You can get it back, whatever, however you want to do it.
I say, you know what I say? I'm going to tell you what I say. I'm going to say this. No, I'm not going to say that, because that's not, I didn't. Let me shut up, because I'm thinking, but I was going to, I don't know. Nah, yeah, I can't do that. I ain't going to say nothing. I ain't going to say that. All right, let me shut up. I almost got in some real big trouble right now, because everybody been like, what about us? But we ain't going to do that. We're not going to do that.
I understand. Even people that play in these raffles, they get studs and they may not want them. You know what I mean? If you're not going to use it, man.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. This is what I'll do. To add, to sweeten up the pot, whoever locks in a booth by Friday is going to get a personal shout out from me and an ad, that they're coming to the show. So I'll sweeten that pot up a little bit. So if you get a booth by the end of Friday and David Robertson Jr. hits me up and says, Spiel, drop it on these guys right here. They just locked in and paid for the booth, took care of business, got it done. You guys got till Friday to get it done. I'm going to throw a little promotional push on your attendance coming to the Midwest Bully Bash, just to show my appreciation to what you're doing and helping get, let's get this place packed out, guys. There's absolutely nothing going on. There's no fun shows. There's no other registry shows in the area. This is a time to show and prove. Come on out. It's August 3rd. Here goes another great reason. That is the week of, that week afterwards, August 8th is my birthday. I don't care. Go there, have cake without me. But listen, bring that ass August 3rd.
Yeah, like I said, there's no other show in the Midwest. There's no other show, AVKC show in the country. So it's a beautiful facility. Like I said, I do it to the best of my ability every time. And,
right.
For the first one, I was really happy, and I just look to build off of that and continue moving forward. And we'll go from there.
That's what's up, man. You had you had some trophies that you just posted up, man. Let's talk about the trophy situation and the ribbons, man. Big shout out to the trophy plug.
Hey, Stephanie Johnson, the trophy plug, does all my trophies. You know, the last show I kind of had a theme. It was like Indianapolis 500. This time I was like a kid at a candy store. I went all over the page,
Right.
which was a lot of fun for me. To be honest with you, as a host, it's kind of like, I mean, if I'm going to pay for them, I'm going to pick what I want. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I kind of had fun with this show. Stephanie was able to withstand the storm, and she continues to deliver for me on my trophies. That trophy she did for Errol's show, if you guys haven't seen that thing, masterpiece. The blackout trophy, I'll go to the baddest bull in the building. My show, it's a masterpiece. I've not seen anything like it. Completely blacked out. It's absolutely stunning. Brittany does all my ribbons. The color coordinated this show, kind of like a classic national type thing, without using the word national. So, black, silver, gold, and it all really flows really well together. We got black trophies, I got gold trophies. I've got black, white, silver ribbons. I mean, it's with some gold in them. It all just kind of flows and works. You know, I based it all off of the flyer. And I'm just, like I said, I'm really excited for this show, man. I'm really excited to see who comes out. I'm really excited to bring in an international judge. To have Dave back at the Midwest is huge.
Mm-hmm.
My fun show judges, man, I'm really excited for the people that show fun shows. You know, it's big to have a 25 class fun show at an ABKC show. That's a big one for me. Very thankful again for the relationships that I built over the time. And the people who did what they did that didn't have to do it.
Right.
And they asked, like they called me and said, how do I help? So how do we move this thing bigger and better? So please, if you have ABKC dogs, bring them out. If you have fun show dogs, bring them out. If you have Merles and you want them seen by the guy who signed your papers, bring the things out so the man can see them.
Right.
Bring the bulls. Be honest with you, and bring the classics. I mean, I want to see the best of the best from the east to the west.
Well, you said something about a female dog stack off, like female dogs only. So you did that at the last, right? You did that at the last show. So tell us about that one, because a lot of people think it's the lady stack off. It's female dogs only, right?
Female dog only stack off. So you always see the big male stack offs, right? And you always see woo on the males. I've always bred on the other side. I always said if you don't have the right females, then you'll never get the right male. So that's where I'm at with it. But that's how I base my yard. So me is running my program like that. I wanted to make it to where the females have their time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing better for me back when I was running show rings up and down all over the country than putting my female next to the biggest, baddest male and letting her stand there and hold her own. You know what I mean? That was the prideful thing for me. So I decided to do an all-male stack-off and an all-female stack-off. And put them in my fun show. And I got 2 belts coming from FW for them. So shout out to you, and I appreciate you for doing up the belts again.
Yeah, we don't normally do any other belts for people. So, you know, I'm spreading my wings. I'm allowing myself to flourish. No, it's an honor, man. Honestly and truly, man, I BABC belts, you know, the design is, everybody knows what it looks like. It's just, you know, now switching up, putting ABKC on it. Until they start, you know, until I come out and actually physically do it, TSC connected or something like that, man. You know, I'm going to be working with a couple of people. I know we're going to be working together soon, hopefully. Every time you try to get me to come out, I'm booked somewhere. So that's why we got to act fast and lock in dates and stuff whenever we can.
Yeah, it's busy, you know, and like I said, and that's okay. And I'm glad that you're busy, and I'm glad that people are offering other avenues to go, and that's okay. Just for me, my preference is it's ABKC. You know, that's my loyalty lies. Like I said, I've been around since before it started, and always bred that way. And I was in the EE as well. So, like, for me, that's where I'm at, bro. It'll never change me. I'll always be until. it's over. You know, so my time's
No,
done.
no, absolutely, man. No, you know, I think that the people really are deserving of, you know, of great shows coming back to certain areas, and so you're bringing them back, and it's not like you're one and done. You committed, so I think that that's important too. I think that that's real, you know, special, to be honest, man. That you know, some people are one and done, and you know, it's not about, you know, not being supportive or anything like that. Sometimes people just can't do it. But I
No,
gotta say,
you know what I mean. Throwing shows is a lot. It's a lot to undertake, and honestly, I didn't know that it was as much to undertake as what I thought it would be when I threw the first one. I'm glad that I had Anthony there. Um, Regina helped me a lot with stuff and taught me some things, and Cindy, and those relationships that I had built over time since I had started. Uh, you know, Cindy and I text all the time about my show, and then talking to her, it was like just brings back all the old memories, from when I started. Going to her house and to Dayton's house, and things like that. So very
right?
thankful for relationships, man, for real. People don't. I feel like people just don't value relationships anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I totally understand. I think you know, sometimes relationships expire. I believe in that 100%.
I
Sometimes
do
you
as well.
grow. Sometimes you grow. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that if you've had a good relationship and you built a rapport with somebody, and there's loyalty and there's trust and there's respect, there's absolutely no reason why, if you don't check in every day, every year, every 3 years, you shouldn't be leaving and coming back on a different note. You should be leaving and coming back on the same note. The respect has to still be there, loyalty. So it's good, man, that you can have that still after 20 plus years. And I think that, you know, you're turning a new leaf. And so that's important, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only have you put in the work in the whelping box and enjoy this, man, now you're taking a whole nother aspect on, man. And it takes a lot. People don't understand. They talk about it on the sidelines. Everybody can talk shit that's not doing it because you haven't felt the pain. You haven't had the sleepless nights. You haven't had the anxiety, the stress. You haven't had sabotage. You haven't had a lot of things that happens when you turn into a show host. And when you turn into a show host, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, and there's a lot of other extracurricular bullshit that comes with it, unfortunately, too. So you're critiqued, you're criticized, and you know, is a lot that comes with it. I've done everything that you could possibly do in the bully world except own a registry. So I totally understand the beginning stages of being a show host. I know, you know what I'm saying, branching off and starting my own little club. I know. So relationships, man. Some people will support you because of the benefits that come with the support. But most people that are supporting you 100% are not always the ones that are been there from day one. You've got new people that are happy to see you do good. So you got people that sometimes just can't let go of what the old person was. I remember when he was just a snotty-nosed little kid. You know what I'm saying? Those conversations, and they don't want to let you grow up mentally, and you're in there. So it's just good that when you can reach back and have relationships and people actually support and be a part of it, you know what I'm saying, and show love.
And that Anthony and I could tell you up and down the road together. We were calling Black Label. This is
You're breaking up a little bit.
cherish the relationship times that you guys spend. I know a lot of people don't realize actually how much time we spend away from our families,
Right.
trying to the shows. But man, when you find real, true friends, people that you ride up and down these roads with and stay in these hotels with, there's like those friendships are true friendship relationships. They'll last a lifetime. They really will.
Absolutely, man. Big shout out to one of my best buds in the chat right now, man. B Westy's in the building. Big shout out to my guy, man. I'm a official member of the Berg, baby, the Berg. Gonna try to get some. The Berg dogs are gonna be coming in the building. Cocaine Cowboy, he's gonna be in the building. Hans Burnquist. We also have Brad the Beard might be debuting some new blood coming out. So.
About
You
to
know.
break the bird my program.
Huh?
I'm about to break the Berg into my program.
Exactly, man. So big shout out to everybody, man. You know, I waited a long time to be a part of anything again in the dog situation and breeding and stuff, man. And B Westy, another OG breeder, man. Bless me. I'm getting ready to head up to the Berg actually in a couple of weeks after the holiday. So make sure y'all tap into that live. Also to the viewers that's tapped in right now, in 2 days I'm gonna have Ken Thomas, the world-renowned producer of World Star and a shitload of other dogs, historical dogs. He'll be on the live talking about his new endeavors with the Lufkin Youth Football League, man. So big shout out to Ken Thomas. He'll be on here in the next couple of days, man. But the Midwest Bully Fest just went off the tongue like that. I don't know if that could be the next one. I don't know.
You're good.
The Midwest Bully Bash fun show is up on the screen right now, but the sanctioned show, ABKC, we've got 4 ABKC sanctioned shows. Question, what breeds are going to be showing? What breeds are going to be showing?
American Bully, English Bulldog, Oldie, English Bulldog, French Bulldog.
Okay, cool.
4 breeds.
So we got 4 breeds, and are we gonna start adding more? Is that what we're gonna kick it with that for a little while?
We started with the 4. I only did 4 on this show, just because the last show, we had so many excess ribbons and people that had bought booths that were gonna bring a certain variety of dog and then didn't commit to coming after they'd already paid for their booth. So. I'm just going to keep it at 4 for this one. It seems to be rolling really well.
Right.
The response has been really, really good.
Yep.
And I think 4 is going to be good. 4 will get us through the
Absolutely.
day quick, as fast as we can do it and keep it all coordinated and have it run smoothly. That's what I was looking for.
Is there a date or time that you think another show will be coming?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'm just going to make this suggestion. So the date and time will be announced. If anybody wants an additional breed, I would say petition, make sure that your booth is paid for, and then press for a pre-registration link to register so we can account for those dogs. What people don't understand is when you add another breed, you're adding not just the breed, you're adding 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, best of breed, best overall, best of winners, champion, grand champion. So don't think, oh, it's just another, no. So nobody wants to spend another $200, $400 on ribbons for 4 dogs to come and fight over those ribbons. So you got to understand, it is something that, hosts are asked about all the time. You know what I'm saying? Can we add this? Can we do that? So listen, show commitment and it'll happen. Show participation, it'll happen.
We want to add a breed or something like that at the next one. I'm going to need, as a host, on the host side of it, you're going to have multiple people that have booths that have the same breed.
Period. That's it. Yeah, it has to make sense.
For it to make sense. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
And it's going to be, that's another thing too. You got to think about this, right? So now you sold out the first one. We're going to sell out this one. Well, guess what? Now we're going to add, that could bring in another 15, 15 different breeders. That's 14, that's 15 more booths. That's got to happen. We got to accommodate the space, pipe and drape. I mean, it's just a lot that comes with it. So again, you guys want more breeds. We need more participation, more commitment. To make the situation valid, to validate why are we doing this. So because at the end of the day, ABKC has a lot of breeds that can be offered. This is the thing. Y'all got to show up. Y'all got to show up and show out.
My bad. I didn't mean to try to talk over you.
No, it's okay.
The last one we had the Alapaha.
You have what?
The Alapaha. That was the first time they've been into the ABKC ring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that shit. What is that?
It's the Alapaha Blue Bulldog.
Oh,
So
for some reason I thought you said we had alcohol. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, I don't
no,
drink, but that's great. There was a lot of drinking going on.
no, none of that.
Okay,
None of that.
no, I'm just kidding. All right, so the alcohol.
Yep.
Wow, I've never even seen that. We're gonna have to pull that up. We're gonna have to pull that up and see what's going on.
Yeah, they were at, like I said, they were at my last one. We offered 5, and it went really well. Like I said, all right, I'm on the house trying to like.
Yeah.
And we had 5, and it all went smooth. Heck, I think we were out of there by 8:00. So I mean, if we get enough support, we could get out of there and add a feed at the next show, not this one in August, but if there's enough support, you can add a 5th breed.
I'm sorry to laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm sorry to laugh. So I keep looking at this flyer. Who did this flyer? I'm gonna have a conversation with them.
Man, I am not getting into that on this live right now.
No, listen, because Dave looks really good in this one. I'm just gonna that's all I'm gonna say. I was gonna say Dave looks really good. He's got an extra muscle in his arm that I've never seen there. He's flexing. They got him looking really good on this one.
Hey, that picture off of Dave's Facebook.
Yeah. They was searching hard, man. Dave is looking buff. He's looking good. His arm is looking big. He's looking, you know what I mean? Dave looking like he ready to come and throw down, baby. Like he might come. We might have to stack Dave up against an extreme class. I want to know. I want to know who did this flyer, man. I need to get them in my Rolodex. They got Dave looking crazy. Like he been doing push-ups.
I found that picture.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna start a debate and be like, "This is Photoshop, Dave."
Scroll down.
I ain't never know Dave had that much bone. Nah, man, that's awesome, man. So there's a lot going on. August 3rd, man, and let me see, man. Let's talk about the food situation, man. Food trucks, what they got going on?
Let me get back to you on that one because I'm in the middle of a debate with my wife on how to handle that.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool, because that's important.
She wants me to do tacos and brisket and ribs and chicken and pulled pork, and I'm like, you realize how much work I'm gonna have to do?
Yeah.
Because I did the food at my last show.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, I did the food at the last one. So, and I had a couple food trucks, so I'll probably do the same thing. To be honest with you, I'll probably do my own little spin for my VIPs. I like to take care of them.
Right.
And my judges, and my reps, and make sure that all those people are taken care of. And then I'm looking at 2 different food trucks over there right now. So I will get that information out.
And we've got everything covered. So hotel information, if anybody's looking, we got a host hotel or something to.
I have all the hotel information. I was going to post it. I could post it on the last one like 2 weeks before.
Okay.
Right by the venue, Walmart, there's a Tractor Supply. There is a farm store. There's numerous gas stations. There's a Bob Evans and food places to eat right there, all within a quarter of a mile of the venue. And there's 4 hotels.
Oh.
So it's literally Interstate 55.
That's what's
at the
up.
interstates.
That is what is up, man. So, man, I'm just trying to think about the 4 breeds, 4 judges, stack offs. Man. Oh, raffle. So listen, guys, I want you guys to pay close attention for the next couple of days because we'll be dropping 3 more studs that is going to be a part of this. And I just want to say, man, that's a really cool ad, man, to be honest with you. All you got to do is buy a booth, and you never know, you can walk out with a whole new addition to your yard that you can look forward to. And big shout out to the folks that are doing that for you.
Yeah. Big shout out to these people. I understand what it costs to run up and down the roads to these shows. I mean, I've done it.
Yeah.
And I've done it for years. So I understand that. And normal people, they give away all the whatever they're giving away. They give away to the winners. I wanted to make it to where everybody had a shot to win. Whether your dog wins, your dog doesn't place, whatever it is. It didn't matter to me. If you're there, you need to have an opportunity to take something home.
Right.
This is what I'm going to do. This is how I wanted to do it. So if you buy a booth, it doesn't matter, VIP booth, ringside booth, regular booth, whatever it is. If you buy a booth, you're going to be eligible to win one of these 4 studs. Tonight we released Little 3.
Right.
Shout out to Junior Van Campen for that, and all of his support and Bridget's support. And the entire Blockline people, all of them, Steven, all of them, thank you very much for all of your generous, donations. Is unbelievable, the outpouring of support.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm going over the categories and stuff for the fun show. So we've got a good amount of fun show classes and stuff like that. Are we doing trophies, just what are we doing? First, second, and third trophy? What are we doing?
Just one trophy for each class.
Okay, perfect.
And on that trophy, the trophies that I posted today that are gold, they're the guys with the cowboy hats on.
Oh, okay.
They will go to everything on that list until you get the best brim blood. And then best brim blood through the block line. So the brim blood, the heat line, colossal, R2G2, and best block line all have their own trophy. There's 5
nice.
Of those. And then the stack off for the male and the female, those will get belts from you.
Nice. That's what's up, man. And man, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, so we got a couple more questions, man. Then we're gonna call it an evening, man. It's 10 o'clock. What time does everything start?
I'm gonna tell.
Can't hear you.
At 11:30, I will start show at 11.
Doors open at 9 or 8. Are you gonna have a pre-set up too on Friday, or what do you think? I think you froze up a little bit. Can't hear you.
You there? Sorry.
Yeah, now I'm here. Yeah. Yep. There you go.
Okay. So you can set up the night before until 6 o'clock. From 6 to 8, and then you'll be able to set up at 8 a.m. Saturday morning as well.
All right, perfect, man. And so we're on the road to selling this bad boy out, man. This is the Midwest Bully Bash getting ready to go down. David Robertson Jr., No Regrets Bullies, Major Line, Anthony Gray. We got to get Anthony to change his name. Anthony is on there for Facebook. I'm telling you, man. He must have got shut down like 20 times. But
he got hammered pretty good.
Yeah. So we're going to get everything straight, man. Guys, pay attention. We got some more announcements to make, and as things come through, we're going to do the right thing for you and make sure it happens. So if you grab a booth from now until Friday when David Robertson Jr. sends over your logo, whatever you want, whatever. I'm going to post that shit up and be like, congratulations in booth, whatever. They're going to be in the building, and they're also entering in the possible free stud credit raffle going down, man. So after each show, we're going to be announcing a winner, and winner, chicken dinner, man. Congratulations before it even happens in advance, man. So listen, David, I appreciate you coming on tonight, man, breaking it down, giving us an hour of your time and life. Now it's back to the fam. It's dark out. You're walking around. You look real suspicious right now in the yard, and don't want to be a part of that.
I walked into my house, man, with 5 kids, it'd be turmoil. Everybody be like, what is that man doing over there?
But August 3rd, guys, mark it on your calendar. If you guys need any information, David Robertson Jr., Anthony Gray on Facebook. Contact these guys, man. If I can help you guys out with anything, let me know. You already know what it is. Promo King is going to be signing off, man, 10:02. I got things to do, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Much love and appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys and see you bright and early tomorrow morning.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Boom, man. And we are out, folks. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Ken the Fob Thomas is going to be in the building on the MIC, the 1 and 2s, talking about the Lufkin Youth Football League and much more. And we're going to also be revealing a few things. And it's just an amazing, amazing situation he's got going on in Texas. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I appreciate everybody sharing, liking, and commenting, man. Shout out to JR Van Campen in the building. Blockline JR. We're doing a lot of campaigning. He's got some dogs that we're getting ready to put out there as well, man. So thank you guys so much.